everyone, welcome back to another video. So today I am doing a set, well not a full set obviously, just those 4 nails again that I did the purple set on. So I'm going to be showing you how I do a redesign. Obviously I don't have any growth though, so please bear that in mind because I'm literally recording this like 2 days after I did the purple set. I did start doing them and then thought actually I'll show this bit of me removing the length and the bulk and everything like that so you can see how I do it. So I use this bit from Willow Academy. I'm pretty sure, I'm just going to actually search which bit it is, 1 second. Yep, so this is called the Purple Willow. It's absolutely brilliant at rebalancing, resealing, it just literally just glides through the product. It's quicker, it's absolutely brilliant for redesigns, makes it so much quicker. I actually didn't used to do redesigns before I found Willow Academy bits, because every that I've used before was just, let's just say they weren't Willow Academy bits. So since I've got Willow Academy bits, I do now do redesigns, and they're so much quicker than, well, any other method basically. So here I'm just going to show you how easy it really is to remove that bulk. So obviously these nails are rather long, which means that they were built up quite a lot, which means there's a lot of product, and you can still see here it just glides through that product and takes it off really easily. I'm not putting on excess pressure, like I'm just letting the bit do it for me, because obviously it is a very coarse bit, so it does the job without me needing to put too much effort in. So we've got like a clear layer at the bottom obviously for me to file back to, and then we've got my coloured powders, my glitters on top, and then they were capped, and it's the capping that I use to build my apex and structure and everything. So I'm just removing all that now and getting back down to that clear layer. It's really important that you don't use an e-file at all if you're not trained, and even further, definitely do not use bits like this. They can cause a serious amount of damage, and it's really just not worth the hassle. So if I wasn't e-file trained, I'd be cutting these nails down to as short as I can get them, like closest to my natural nail length, and then using my hand file to file off at least the top coat, and if I can be bothered then I will file off as much as the design as I can with my hand file. But it's not, hand files are not great for like removals and redesigns, because if you use that motion too much on nails, then obviously you end up getting carpal tunnel, and there's all sorts of different things that can go wrong with your wrist and your hand and your arms and even your shoulders by using a hand file like that. So to be honest, before I used to e-file, removals did take me a really long time, but they are worth taking the extra time for your health to be better. So yeah, I would have just hand filed as much as I can, as much as I can take, and then I would just soak for 20 minutes and then soak for probably another 15-20. But obviously if you imagine this is how I also do my removals with this e-file bit. So I will actually just file down to this clear thin layer, or if it's just a removal of just gel polish with a core powder underneath, I'll just file down to a thin layer, and then as you can tell how thin they are, it literally takes 5 minutes to soak off the rest. So a full removal from start to finish usually takes me about 25-30 minutes, and that's literally just for removal, like from start to very finish of like I always prep the nails and stuff as well and make them look nice at the end, a bit of oil and hand cream and stuff. From start to finish it's usually about 40 minutes, which compared to a removal without an e-file, just the filing and soaking alone would take me 40 minutes. So it is definitely worth being qualified in, but it's not if you're not going to be confident enough to like practice a lot and make sure that you get it right, because it is obviously something that can cause a lot of damage. Anyway, rant over, grilling over. So now I'm just very gently shaping them. I am using an old 240 grit Magpie file, so you can tell how little grit it's got on it because it's so old. I'm just trying to get them close enough in length, not too bothered about them obviously because I'm changing them every other day anyway, but so I'm just quickly pushing back my cuticles here. There wasn't really any cuticle work to do in this set because I'd literally done it 2 days before when I did the purple set, so I'm not going to go into much detail about that. And then we will just go over, I did quickly get a cuticle bit and just run that around my cuticles, but obviously there wasn't anything to remove. And then I'm just going over very gently with a sanding band to make sure that everything is nice and smooth. There's not really much that I actually do with my hand file anymore that's not shaping, just because an e-file really is a saviour, because obviously like I said I used to do everything with a hand file and yeah, it wasn't good. I was in so much pain all the time. Even my back pain is severely like reduced now since using an e-file for the last couple of years. So it's definitely worth investing in and getting the correct training for, because it will help you in your career in the long run, not just at the time of you doing the course. So it's definitely worth it if you have the funds to be able to do it. So like I said, just removing well, it's obviously not a shine, but I'm basically just making them smooth. You don't really have to do this stage. You could have just gone straight in, because obviously it's acrylic, but if you had the grown out area of your infill, then you definitely need to etch the nail plate. So I'm just going in here with pink Tutu from Tia's Beauty, and I'm just going to create a little French. I have sped up and removed ever so slightly a couple of bits in this video, just because I am one of those people that when doing my own nails I have to mess around with beads for way longer than I would if it was on somebody else. So yeah, everything on my own nails takes me like 3 times as long, so yeah, that's not great, but I've had to delete some. So that little pink pot you can see in the top right corner is my glitter that I'm going to be using in this set. That is I think it's Oh La La from, I don't know why I said that so posh, I don't speak like that, but that is from Sparkle Supplies UK, and this video is actually for a reason. Like, I decided to use that glitter in particular because 1, I fancied a pink set, and 2, I definitely wanted to use one of my Sparkle Supplies glitters in this set because I've got a big announcement to make. It's now been like, now I'm recording this, it's actually been 4 days since I found out, so I'm so surprised that I'm still like so mega buzzing about it, and I just absolutely cannot believe that Lorraine has been kind enough to offer me a position of being a brand ambassador. So I'm now a brand ambassador for Sparkle Supplies UK. So as always, my discount codes are always in the description box anyway, but from now on there'll be an extra one on that little list of codes for you. So I've now got 3. One for Tia's Beauty, which is Beauty Matters 10, and then I've obviously got the Wax Fairy, which is Beth 15, and then I've now got BMB, so for Beauty Matters Beth in capital letters 15, BMB 15 for 15% off at the Sparkle Supplies website. I am absolutely over the moon for this. It is just the best news ever and a great start to 2021, and I'm just so thankful. I just cannot believe it. So many people have already said like well done to me on Instagram and stuff like that, and it is so nice to see how many supportive people are out there and how many people are just genuinely happy to see others doing well, because I've always been one of those people. I always get really excited about other people's good news, and yeah, it's lovely to see how many supportive people there is out there. So thank you if you are listening. If you are one of those people, obviously you are one of those people that supports me because you're watching this video anyway, so I'm always grateful for that as well. But yeah, I just wanted to do a little video kind of dedicated to the news because I'm just so overwhelmed and over the moon about it. So yeah, that discount code is in the description box for you. So anyway, back to the set. So as you've seen on the pinky finger, I just placed on some silver. That silver was called Diamond Dust, which is also from Sparkle Supplies UK. I just put a little clearish layer of the silver down just because I wanted to see it underneath the nail, to be honest. It's quite exciting. And when I'm using like a bulky glitter with chunky pieces in, and I don't want it to be like a little bit see-through, which is not a problem like most of the time, like it looks really nice to do that, but I didn't want to with this set, so I put the silver underneath to be able to see it underneath, and so I couldn't see through when there was gaps in the pink. So I'm just placing this on exactly where I want it now on this marbled nail. This marble nail was a really subtle marble. It's really annoying actually, you couldn't really see it at all on like the video, but in person I'm looking at it now and it's really lovely with the white going through. But I just wanted something subtle because I had a marble in my last set as well, so I didn't want them to be too samey. So I'm just placing a few specks of this glitter on here. I usually just take out a few from the pot and just place them on my paper towel, then pick them up as I go along, which ones I want. Just popping in some silver into the dips that I've created with the marble, and then I will obviously encapsulate later on. This nail I am just going to use pink Tutu now to create an ombre over the top of that glitter. And then I think I'm going to finally move on to the index finger, which is the most long-winded nail. I don't know why I didn't start with that, but you know, save the best till last. So I will talk you through that when we get to it. Okay, so here I'm just applying the smallest amount of glitter. I don't know why I did it in this way. I've done this now like a few times now, like in different sets and stuff. I've actually took inspiration for this set from one that I did in black, white and silver literally years ago, like 5 years ago. And I just really fancied doing this nail again because I really liked it in that set. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to have it in my pink set. So yeah, I'm just applying silver down the middle because again I want them all to link and like it to match the pinky finger and all that sort of stuff. So I'm just going in with silver, and then I will place some of the pink on top, and then I will cap all of that, and then we can do the side wall areas with my file to get them nice and neat, and then I will go in with the rest of the design. Okay, so once I'm happy with the placement of that, I do just file this smile line very quickly just to get it nice and neat and all even. And then once I've done that, I can go in with my design on this French tip on the free edge. So I'm just placing down a really thin quick layer of white just to get a colour on that nail, so there's a bit of a background, so again you can't see through it. And then I will go on top with whatever I fancy doing at the time. I think I applied some, let me just look at my nail, some glitter right at the smile line area, and then I applied the pink basically all over after I'd done that. Okay, so coming back to the index finger, I'm just popping on some clear acrylic. So basically I am capping this area of my nail. So obviously you want to wait until all the pink areas are set because you don't want to be moving them all around while you're applying your clear, especially if you're like me and you're really picky about where you put the glitter pieces. So I'm just making sure now that it is all nice and covered, and when I file it at the end, I'm not going to be filing into that glitter. As you can see from that side angle, it is quite high already. I like to make sure that it's high enough so when I apply my design on the left and right side of it, I'm not going to get it on top because I'm not using core powders. If I was using a core powder to do my ombre, as in the pink, obviously the white is a core powder. If I was using pink for the ombre, I would actually apply it all over, like the, not all over, but over the middle bit, like gently just over the lines and then file it in. But because I was using pink Tutu, which is a coloured acrylic powder, for a start I don't want to waste it and put way more on and then have to file it off, and secondly it just is not a strength powder, so I'd have to cap again at the end. So I'm just filing here, as you can see, to make sure that's all nice and straight, and then I'm going to be applying a ombre either side of this nail, well, either side of this glitter. So I'm popping white on the free edge and then just blending that back, and then I'm just going to do that on both sides with the pink blending from the cuticle area. Okay, so I'm just going in with a 180 grit sanding band just to make sure that everything is nice and smooth. I don't have any lumps or bumps, and to get rid of any bulk if I have any. So I'm just going in to do that, and then I will file into shape off camera because obviously they're already pretty much the shape I want. I just need to refine quickly with my file. So once I've done that, I'm just going to apply a couple of crystals, and then that is literally this set done. Here I'm just going over with Prep and Dehydrate, which has a little bit of acetone in, and that will melt the top layer of acrylic, so all those scratches that I've just given my nails from filing them will disappear, and they'll be nice and smooth when they're top coated. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you again to everyone that's been so supportive. Like, every single subscriber means absolutely the world to me. It's absolutely brilliant. I can't believe how many I've got so quickly. I mean, this channel only really started properly in like April time, I think, so it's absolutely amazing that there are so many of you that subscribe already, and as always I am so grateful. So anyway, thank you so much for all your support, and with obviously me becoming a brand ambassador for Sparkles, thank you so much for everyone that has said well done and congratulations and stuff. It really means a lot to me. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back soon. Bye.